Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best small forwards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM right now. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with the number 10 spot, I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon. I actually really liked this Aaron Gordon card when I tried him out. Super athletic, can use him as a screener, and he can be a mismatch at times. Sometimes people will put their smaller guard on the small forward, and that can be a big time mismatch with a guy as athletic and physical as Aaron Gordon. Good speed, capable shooter, not elite, and his release is not incredible, but he's capable as a shooter. He's a versatile defender, super athletic, pretty good defensive badges. I don't love his release. If he had a better release, I think he would be very high up on this list because MJ dribble style as well is very good, and he does have, if you put a diamond shoe on him, the ability to time and burst. So there's a lot to like about this card. Just don't love the release. That's why he's as low as he is, but I do think Aaron Gordon is a really good card. Carmelo Anthony comes in at number 9, would be much higher if he was good at all defensively, but he's a very poor defender. Does not have any of the key defensive badges I'm looking for. The stats are very poor, just not complete at all. Also, no speed booster is really disappointing offensively because that would really help him out as a playmaker, but as a finisher, he is still very, very solid. He's got very good speed, a great 3-ball rating, really good slasher, elite dribble style with D-book dribble style. Normal fade is a good fade. His release is phenomenal. He's one of the best offensive small forwards in the game, and he's so good offensively that it does make up for the poor defense and give him still a spot at least on this list. At number 7, sorry, not number 7. At number 8 is going to be Glenn Robinson. And I like this Glenn Robinson card. I think he's very good all the way around. A lot of people like this card. His release is super duper nice. He's well-rounded, good wingspan, decent size at 6'7", pretty solid all-around badges, good finishing badges, solid, not incredible, but good shooting badges, corner specialist, gold catch and shoot, Claymore and Green Machine, Bronze Agent 3, couple playmaking badges, couple defensive badges. He defends pretty well, not as well as, not as well as a lot of the other small forwards on this list, but better than a guy like Carmelo. 90 driving dunk, good speed, good shooter, really, really nice release as well. Just a really nice all-around card. And I'm a big fan of Glenn Robinson. I think he's very, very solid still in my team. Does he also, yeah, he has the Steph Curry behind the back, which means he has the Curry slide as well, which is a nice little extra offensive boost to the card. Scottie Pippen comes in at number 7 for me. Pippen was the best small forward in the game when he first came out. Still a really good 3-and-D card. Good speed, pretty athletic, capable shooter, great release, but not great shooting stats are obviously badges. Defensively, though, he is still phenomenal on the perimeter. Not the best interior defender. There are some better interior defensive small forwards that are on this list for sure. So there are a couple of flaws with Scottie in that his ball handles too low to time and burst even with a shoe. There's a couple things here and there that are just a little bit low on him. Obviously, the lack of shooting badges and the low stats. There will be more great Scottie Pippen cards this year. Probably, honestly, every single time he gets a new card all year, he will be one of the best at his position the whole time pretty much, because Scottie Pippen's just one of those guys who's always going to be elite with how good his release is. But as of right now, Amethyst Scottie Pippen has flipped just a tiny bit behind, falls to number 7. Number 6 is going to be Harrison Barnes. This card is a dog. Like dog with 2 G's. I don't know. D-A-W-G. He is absolutely phenomenal. 6'8", 6'11 wingspan. When he's evoed up, he's got 85 speed, 84 3-ball, 90 driving dunk. Defensively, I understand he's not great, but his defensive badges are much better than even guys like Glenn Robinson and Carmelo. Obviously Carmelo, but he's got Silver Challenger, Clamps, Pick Dodger, Pogo Stick, Bronze Post, Lockdown. Shooting badges are solid. You don't look at the badges and stats on this card and go, oh wow, he's a really, really good small forward. But his release is phenomenal. Tied probably for the best release on this list with Carmelo and Pippen. All 3 of their releases are really, really good. But Harrison Barnes right there with him. D-book dribble style is phenomenal. His fade to the right, by the way, is very, very fast. To the left, not very good, I will say, but there's a lot of shot creation ability this card has. He's on the level, almost on the level, I would say, of a guy like Carmelo as a playmaker, while being much more versatile than Carmelo as a defensive card. Still super duper athletic as well. That's actually probably the best part about him in terms of just his stats anyways, that 90 driving dunk. I mean, he is a absolute monster, though, and when he's evoed, I think he's the best budget small forward in the game. Go check out the gameplay I did on him yesterday if y'all want to see how good he is, because he's an absolute beast. Kawhi Leonard comes in at number 5, 3-and-D. I still use Kawhi off my bench. I think there is no issue whatsoever with running a Kawhi Leonard in a competitive game. He's an absolutely elite level small forward. Good speed, high enough ball handle to time and burst, pretty decent slasher. Not incredible in any of those specific areas, though. He's fine. He's not insane, but he's a good shooter with good enough shooting badges, a very smooth release, good rating. Defensively, he's a beast. 82 interior, 94 perimeter, 94 lateral. Really solid all-around defensive badges. He's not going to do much in terms of shot creation, not an elite slasher, good shooter, but not insane. But he's got a really nice release. His fade is okay. Movement is mid, but not great. He can, between the legs burst is all right. There's some good stuff to like about Kawhi, though, for sure. A lot of good stuff to like about Kawhi, and I think he's really one of the best small forwards in the game. I love the defensive ability and the fact that he's a good interior defender as well. I think he's a top 5 small forward in my team for sure still. KD is all the way down at number 4. I love KD, but he's not the most insane defensive card. He's incredible shooter, obviously, very solid release. His fade is one of the best fades in the game. It creates a ridiculous amount of separation both ways, that if you get the timing down on it, it can be very tough to contest. Also, he can get every single badge, period, which is a big W for KD, obviously. Super quick, 6'10", great shooter, incredible all-around card. But the thing that I don't love about KD that he does not do quite as well as these other guys is defend. His defensive stats are good. His defensive badges are fine. When you fully upgrade him defensively badge-wise, he's going to be really, really good. But most people don't have him totally juiced to the gills on the defensive end of the court. And so he's not quite as good of a defender as any of the top 3 guys. Good offensive card, but his release isn't like an insane difference maker or elite release. It's just that he does a ton of things all the way around. He's an incredible card. He's still top tier option in my team. But for me, at small forward, I only have him at number 4. I know AK is not nearly as complete as an all-around card as KD is. He's not as fast as him. He's not as good of a shooter. He's not as good of a slasher. He's not as good of a shot creator. He's an okay shot creator. He can timing burst with a ball handle shoe, but he's the best defensive wing in the entire game, in my opinion, and I don't think it's all that close. Defensively, he's absolutely exceptional stats, badges, and animations, and absolutely incredible defensive cards, so he doesn't have to be that great offensively because he's one of the most dominant options on the defensive end of the court the entire game. But still, he dunks the ball okay. His release is fine. He can create a little bit. He has a couple playmaking badges. I like AK offensively, but defensively he's an absolutely dominant force, and that puts him in a top 3 spot. Paul George is at number 2. I will say, if you have Paul George, I recommend running him at the shooting guard position. In fact, I almost never would run him at small forward, but 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan, hot spots from 3 out of 5 spots outside the 3. He's got the size, the shooting, the versatility to play small forward at an absolutely incredible level. He's a top tier defensive wing in the game with the Hoff clamps, interceptor, off ball pass, good interior, great perimeter and lateral quickness, elite level slasher, Hoff posterizer, gold precision dunker, incredible slashing ability. Shooting wise, he's also phenomenal. Hoff blinders, gold age of 3, catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range. He is a top tier option in my team. Hoff clamps, interceptor off. Oh, I already said that actually, but his release is much improved this year as well. Kind of like Kawhi, both of their releases were pretty baited last year and are much improved this year. Both really, really good cards in my team. Number 1, and I understand that he is not really available yet. He's only available if you pull him in packs as of right now and won't actually officially be available to lock in until next Wednesday. But he is in game. We know what his stats and badges look like, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that has pulled LeBron and already has him on their account. So, 94 overall, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, hotspots from literally everywhere on the court. 8 Hall of Fame badges are Bulldozer, Posterizer, Blow-By, Dimer, Floor... I don't know what Floor General was replaced by this year, but it's something else. And then Chase Down Artist, Clamps, Interceptor. He is absolutely souped to the gills already, which is not surprising. Badge-wise, I mean, he even has Gold Anchor right now. He has 11 Hall of Fame badges as a base card. He also has Hoff Spin Cycle, 2-Step, Whistle, Touch Passer are the 4 badges that he has that are not showing on 2KDB. I think Floor General must be Touch Passer. So, 11 Hoff badges on the base card with 96 speed, 90 excel, 88 shot 3, 97 driving dunk, 90 interior, 90 perimeter, 93 lateral quickness, 88 steal, 80 block, 95 speed with ball. This is the best card in the game right now, and I'm not sure it's all that close. LeBron's animations are better than they've been the last couple of years. His dribble style, his burst, his size up, his between the legs burst, his misdirection, even all of his movements, honestly, are better this year. Pro 2 is a really good fade. His release is really solid this year. Again, kind of like PG and Kawhi has had an improved release this year with Pro Play. LeBron is going to be unbelievably good in my team. I just want to say, I understand his animations might not be the best animations in the game possible, but they are still very good. He's got much better he's got much better hotspots than Paul George. He's got much better Hall of Fame badges than Paul George. He has much better everything than Paul George. The stats are not close. I would say Paul George is the most complete option at the small forward position in the game statistically. Him, KD, and they're not close to LeBron. He is unbelievably good and is going to be the best small forward in the game for a while. So I'm going to put him at number 1, even though not very many people really have the card yet and probably won't for the next week. He's the best small forward in the game that is available. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. So that is good for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.